Humans for years have had a colossal impact on the environment, and only now have we started seeing the damage that it's causing. Every year, there is an estimated 2.2 billion tonnes of waste dumped into our oceans, and one of the main impacts on the environment is plastic. Plastic gets added to our landfills and continues to build up. It is also a common cause for hurting our wildlife and ecosystem. The climate is consistently under threat, with greenhouse gases causing weather changes from hurricanes to heatwaves and flooding. This is why we need to start drastically reducing greenhouse gas emissions and invest in renewable energy sources and phase our fossil fuels out as fast as possible. With the environment being so important, we heard about some local people from small towns who are doing something to try and make a change. Daniel McAfee is a resident in Ballycastle who has an interest in wildlife and takes time out of his day to look after the wildlife in Ballycastle Forest.
I personally, just my general interest, I think education is a big thing. Educating people, children, everybody and anybody about what's about the natural world, plants, animals, bugs, whatever I know, I point it out to them and say this is what this is. As the role of the chairman of the Glentoran Red Squirrel Group, we do environmental work, we do habitat enhancement, we plant trees, bushes, anything that will enrich the environment or the biodiversity of that area. We provide supplementary feeding in our local woodlands to boost red squirrel numbers. We do educational visits, talks and walks to try and highlight the glens, highlight our native wildlife and highlight Northern Ireland in general. As a member of the Northern Ireland Swift Group, I've been canvassing with other members to try and get Swift bricks installed in new buildings, any renovation works, due to the fact Swifts have been added to the red list in 2021. They were added to the red list. That's birds that are under threat of extinction or vanishing from our countryside. So I've had very good success in Ballycastle. We've had 27 nest boxes, nest bricks installed in 3 different premises. So those nest boxes will last the entirety of that building, which offers swifts a nest site, which is one of their main reasons for decline here in Northern Ireland. I've also been involved with a meadow project and at Dalriada Hospital. It's a wildflower meadow with forestry margins where we've planted trees and fruit trees and bushes. And that's more for people locally can walk about it. That's more like a mental health aspect where people can go and visit and take a walk or walk their dogs and do stuff like that. And other wee things involved work on a local school, local caretaker. We do environmental things there. We're an eco school. I'm heavily involved in that. Teaching the wee ones what the difference is, doing recycling, stuff like that. So it's a wide brush I work with when it comes to biodiversity and environmental things. I do it because I enjoy it, and hopefully it will spark an interest in others to look at wildlife or look at plants differently, just look at the general environment differently than they currently do.
Daniel McAfee isn't the only person in this town that is trying to make a difference for the environment. Desi Smith, who runs the local community fridge in Ballycastle, showed us what he does to help.
Basically a simple solution to stop food waste. So it's working with shops across Northern Ireland in our case to collect all the food that would have short dates or today's dates, and just trying to get them out into the community without them going into landfill. So it's saving food from landfill and also educating people to realise that, you know, this food is actually okay and I can use this for another 2 days and I can make a meal out of this. So it's just to stop people throwing it in the bin, but also re-educating people.
The community fridge saved over 2 tonnes of food over January and February in 2023, stopping it from going in the bin. They help 700 to 800 people across the town, supplying food that would normally get thrown away.
I think what people can do is really go back to basics, start planting and growing themselves. I think we depend on a lot of shops now, obviously, and people have stopped home growing stuff. On the site here we have a lovely garden which we're hoping to develop into a community garden, also to grow our own food, get that out into the community to save money as well. So I think what we can do to save the environment is to go back to basics and plant and grow. There's so much you can do with a little bag of seeds and it costs very little.
There is a fear that in 20 years' time, with hotter days lying ahead, rising sea levels, increased disease being spread, and even cities sinking, that we may not be able to reverse this. We need to make a change, and it all starts with you.